In this video, I want to talk about the benefit of actually removing bad content and making sure that you don't let bad content creep in. So this is a page on my website, which is an old page from years ago. I don't maintain it. Somebody else did a guest blog post years ago, and it's not something I wrote, it's somebody else wrote and they posted on my site. I let them do that. But right now it's not serving me any benefit. And I think it's actually not good content, especially if in your case, if it was thinner content, then it would be even worse. Here, the content is not thin, it's about 500 words, but it's linking to some questionable sites and who knows. So in this case, what you would do is you would maybe remove it, and removing bad pages like this and only keeping good pages. By the way, this article gets literally no views, nobody's coming to it, nothing. So it's kind of like a waste dead article. So I would remove it from my site. What I would do is actually take the URL and use the Google Inspection Tool. Here it is. I put the URL into Google Inspection Tool. The Google Inspection Tool is in your search console. You can get there by google.com/webmasters, and you have this link here, URL inspection, and I put that link here, and it says URL is on Google, but it's got some issues, and it's going to have some issues that Google tells us about, and it actually has more issues that they don't even tell us about, which I actually explained about earlier in this video, which the article is just bad. That's the main problem with it. Now, one interesting thing, you see this URL is on Google, https www. Now, if I take the same URL and say problemio.com, it treats it as a different URL, and I want to point that to your attention. You see, that URL is not on Google. Even though it's the same page, it does treat it as a different URL, so be careful of that, and you want to make sure that you test all the variations of www, http, https, and all that. So we'll come back here to the version with the www, and what you want to do is literally use the removal here. You see that? Removals, and you add a new request for removal. You enter this URL, say next, and that's going to remove it from the Google index. It's going to take a little bit of time. You see that it doesn't happen right away. It says processing request. Now, you also want to remove it from your website. So you literally go in and delete it. If you're in WordPress, you delete it from WordPress. If you're somewhere else, you delete it somewhere else. But you delete it from your file system. And very importantly, you redo your sitemap so that you make sure that other pages don't link to that page, because you don't want to create broken links because of the absence of this page. So when you're done deleting all the bad pages, you want to redo your sitemap and check, are there any broken links? If there are, you just basically go into those pages and edit out those links to make sure they're no longer links. And that will solve this. So actually having fewer pages, which are better, and getting rid of the dead pages, which get no visitors, don't rank in search, are outdated, poorly written, link out to bad content or questionable content. Get rid of those, and having a smaller site with fewer pages but good pages is a good thing in Google's eyes.